Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's episode of the Plight of Princes. These characters have had a long day. So, where last we left off, on a day that really just feels like stuff keeps happening, the day began with an archface threat and the stealing of a book of dark, monstrous creations, which then went on to later on being, while riding on the back of a whale, going to meet a king and queen, only to meet an ambassador of Vlakith who was threatening for one of the spires of Vlakith to be returned to them. It was at this point the party devised the most extravagant variant of keep away I've seen in a while, and called in aid from a Gitsarai, who then assassinated the Gith in a method that had not been seen yet in the campaign. The Gitsarai then explained what he knew of some portions of the Gith to the party, to the individual who they had just executed, and to the NPCs, the other ones in the room. Then everyone looked to the sea. During the debates, the demands, and the accusations, she had threatened that something had fallen into the sea and would awaken in 10 days to kill whatever it seemed it was deemed to send and kill. The party decided, we have a whale that has a big air dome on the back of it. Let's swy down and find wherever this giant rock landed. They then, after an extended period, realize that they are trying to literally find a rock in the bed of the Bay of Neverwinter. Not the easiest feat. Eventually, with shenanigans involved, wild-shaped druids and crab commands and persuasions, as well as asshole crabs, they moved on to find the wreckage of a ship, which was later, with a ridiculous history check, decreed and remembered as being the Sea Demon. Once the rival privateering and pirating ship to the Sea Devil, which was and is still the ship of Legacy, the Queen of Neverwinter. She was a pirate beforehand. Fuck off, UK. Cannot wait till I finish my intro to drop your comments, you cunt. Anyway, after, I believe, just a little bit longer of a period of fishy swimming investigation, discovering the giant rock which seemed to have crushed a large portion of this ship, the ship itself having many remnants of dead crew members still strung about it. The party was on the back of the giant moon whale Monstrum, and that is where we left off. Kiddies, what do you do?
I will try 3 times to unmute. I feel like at the end of last session we were going to go towards it so that we could do like a circle of it.
Okay.
On the well still? Or...
On the well, yeah.
Alright. The pilot, now back to his back to us as his Narwin. Wittick just steers the whale. It's a little difficult to do because it's not like you can just pivot on a point. You kind of have to swim out and around a little big loop. It takes a little bit longer. Who would like to make perception checks as you're there?
I'll do it.
Guidance.
Too many P things.
What's P?
King?
Yeah.
Guidance.
It might help.
Combat with 40. Yeah. 12
13.
Artillery amongst each.
King, with your dancing lights up, currently
Yes.
giving off a little bit of light around yourselves and around the whale, one or two of the globules float closer towards the ship. Unfortunately, from the angle you are at on the whale and the position this creature is, because bear in mind, the ship itself is not on this side. It's not like crushed like one side that got hit by a car compressor. It's more like if you were to take a rock, like a rock formation, and then have something heavy smash into it. It's caved in at a portion, and a large. It's essentially like the shock waves that you'd see on a rock or ground where something smashed into it, but extrapolated across the wood. So even from the angles you are, you're not seeing much of it. The only reason you're actually seeing the thing itself is because, judging from where it is, it looks as if it's probably like 20 foot in a radius around itself. It's quite large, and it's definitely obviously not meant to be here and has shifted up quite a lot. But you're not able to discern anything of the rock. Dwayne Johnson's going to pop out of this in like 10 minutes.
I believe that's our target. Do we want to rain down death upon it?
We could do that.
Do we want to see what it is first?
I
I
mean,
don't know that we do. Mind you, I also don't know how
And
we'll
I
respond to us
think-
attacking it.
I think that's kind of the problem, that we don't know what it is and we don't know what it's going to do.
well, either way, we've got to
course.
stop it from waking up, right?
Precisely. Whatever it is now is not going to get better in 10 days, that's for sure.
Or is that because it's sleeping, or because in 10 days they're gonna, like, provoke it?
Either way, it's probably better dealt with now than later. By then it may have reinforcements. To the best of my knowledge, no reinforcements are coming for us.
Okay. Well, should we just kill it?
Das, there's absolutely no way I know what this is there?
I think you rolled for that, didn't you, already?
Do you have?
No.
She had.
I think-
She was trying to roll for tracking it, but the issue
Oh,
was
right.
that you weren't really
It wasn't
tracking.
like... No, it wasn't... It also isn't, like, a thing I can track. There's specific types of creatures I can track. And
What
this isn't
type
one.
of creatures are the types of creatures you'd have proficiency on, like a check on or anything similar?
Yeah. But I think we've established that it's not one of these.
Okay.
It's like... I think it's like...
It's like,
is it Fae Fiend Undead? I can't remember. It's,
It's,
something like that.
it's something like that.
Hang on, I got it.
It's
There
the
might
spooky
be.
bad, the spooky bad.
Fae Fiend Undead,
types.
yeah. But, like...
But that's only for tracking. That's not for like discerning a
For
weakness.
record-
It's
recording
and for
information about them.
information.
But, like, again, I'm not relying on that. It's just I have no idea what this
Yeah,
is.
You would have no idea what type of creature this is anyway
Yeah.
from where you are.
That skill gives you advantage when checking on them, but it's
Yeah.
up to the DM if you still make a roll or not. In this case, probably not.
Okay,
I've
so-
just left a rock, said it's a bomb, and now you're all there like, do we poke it?
What do we, what do
Yeah,
we do?
you said it's a fucking bomb.
What do you do when someone puts a bomb in
Yeah, but I
front
mean,
of you?
like, you don't know what
I
kind
sit
of
on
bomb
it.
is,
I want
though.
to die.
Like, it could be a happy bomb. It could be a party bomb. Could be a coin bomb.
When that koi hits the bottom of his stomach, kablooey.
It could be a fishy bomb. You never specify what kind of bomb. There's many type of bombs in this world.
That's the smart thing to do, Blue.
Yes.
I was just gonna throw a rock at it.
Of course.
Serenus goes for the wind up, and like 5 people go, no!
So I threw a rock at him.
Boy, wake
Please,
up!
let's all come to agreement before we
Just
attack.
eye erupts.
We
Okay.
just you were trying to
So
get away.
detect magic is to indicate if a fate aura around any visible creature in the area that bears magic. Interesting
But-
point. Give me a sec.
Blocked by a 1 foot of stone though, so you can't see because his foot's in the way.
So it's more than 30 feet away. Well, actually, I don't know what position we're in.
We're moving around it.
You guys are like just floating above it right now. Give me a sec to
Yeah,
check.
learn the school of magic if it has a particular school associated with this.
I'm just checking something now because it's actually important.
School explosion.
That would be evocation.
Yeah, evocation magic is explosions. It's when you do detect magic and it's illusion that you go, oh, okay.
This is the ultimate bait of our time.
Hilariously, I had to check what school affects it. An illusionary school is an effect of this.
God.
It's a bait.
Hang on.
This is a fucking
That doesn't mean the thing is an
Throw
illusion.
rock
It could just
now?
mean that the object is disguised.
Yeah,
so it
is
looks
is
different.
the is the
just look like something
is
less
the
harmful
magical
than it is.
aura is the magical aura that I can see the same as the actual physical creature I can see?
Correct.
It is.
There is no. It is like the entire aura is basically like if you just had a dome and you just cover the dome with a cloth. It's exactly that, of like this kind of like sickly green. Make an Arcana check.
Someone just try and hit it and see if it gets hit.
I'm
Throw a rock.
I'm gonna wait for her to stop making checks first.
Oh man. I was about to say, I was like, I'm proficient in Arcana. This is the first time I've been able to make one. I still failed.
I'm gonna throw a fireball at it.
Okay.
I'll tell
All
the
of us
group
at
that
once.
I'll tell the group that I detect illusionary magic around it.
Okay.
Yo, rock.
Are we getting rocks and firebolts thrown at it?
I
Cast false life. These people are getting trigger happy.
Yeah.
Roll your false life HP, please.
Yikes, guy is impatient or what?
I mean, if he's doing that, then
King, you have 7 temporary hit points.
I'm also
The
just gonna throw.
firebolt
Is this
flickers out into the water, but the rock actually hits.
Should I roll for damage or not?
Yes, roll for damage. Because
if these assholes are doing this, I'm activating my Crimson Right on my crossbow.
can I just confirm with you, if you don't mind, Ollie? These are with you're literally doing your magic cantrip of throwing a rock. Yes.
Yeah, no walloping stones, just a normal rock out of my bags of rocks I've got. Just
Okay. You see that the rock flicks out through the water, and it tinks off of the side of it like gravel that would hit a car windshield, where there's just a very small little indent.
I got it. I think.
Does it react to it at all?
If you want, you can make a perception check.
I'll guide myself.
what does the passive 15 see?
Nothing.
23.
Nothing. Didn't seem to react. There was definitely the like very small indent, but the equivalent of if you threw a small rock at a rock wall, you know, a small bit of the stone tends to like get cut a little bit at it, but that's about it.
With it, do you want to approach it or shall I?
I'll go.
Okay. Good luck. Brian will be with you. Oh, bless him as he steps out of the bowl. Oh, guidance. Not
That is for a minute. I'm about to say, are you gonna cast
No,
bless?
I've not got bless prepared. It would
I am
Good.
also.
Two
as-
questions, if I may. How far are you leaving your whale away from the ship? And are you getting off the whale to approach?
Going
It would
to...
probably be
You're
smart if we
muted,
were
Buzz.
above it, right?
Yeah, I was probably gonna have the whale stop above, and then I just
Float above it. How high up?
I mean, if it's in the ship, how high can we be from it? But like near it.
It's
So
very-
like, if it's embedded
If
in
you
the ship,
were-
is it like 10 foot of ship where we couldn't even
It's
get the
kind
whale
of
there?
smashed in. It's kind of smashed into the like it smashed down like one of the masts, and it's taken out a large chunk of the ship. It's definitely like it's definitely like on the lower decks of the ship itself. The ship maybe like 15 foot from the bottom of itself to its top, so it's poking out still. I would definitely say that you could float maybe like 30 foot above it without issue. Below that, then you're worried about like bumping into the other masts and whatever else you may say. So Widdick, are you going to jump off and try to smash it?
What? I'm gonna get the maul out because I like my sword and I don't want to break it.
Okay.
And,
What does your maul? Does your maul have anything different, or is it just a fancy maul?
It is, I think, just a maul.
Okay.
Is it-
Were you here when we talked about the underwater rules?
They're in the chat.
Yeah, that's seen.
I just wanted to check that.
I don't have any other. I don't have a single hand.
He's got a lot of weapons. He doesn't have every type.
That's fine. I was just checking that he did.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna get my maul out, which is I think non-magic. So
Okay.
it's kind of shitty, but
Big Homer.
yeah, just walk over to
Just
Renara,
float.
who took my bag, and went, need this.
Yep.
Pull the.
Mary Poppins style outcome, something that should not fit.
All right, need this. And go to the edge of the whale.
Get ready to do
Lining
your
it
best
up.
Korriban impression.
Take a step back, and then.
Little
It's
link
the
jump.
most.
Yeah.
It's the most. Just like deflating thing as he's just like, huh, and you're expecting like a. Slowly down. Slowly, slowly, slowly,
That's still
slowly,
a
slowly.
footman.
Someone who's still on the ship starts like pushing his shoulder down a bit, like slowly, slowly. Eventually, Widdick, you do land. Would you? Well, you get close to the top of it if you want to hit the top of it. Go ahead and make 2 melee attacks. They will be at disadvantage because you are Untervater with Sebek Hammer.
Don't worry, guys, it's fine. I've already done crit damage to myself.
You love it, don't you? You just love it.
Or I could do a vow of enmity against this rock, because I see it as an enemy.
Do you?
Seeing
Sure,
Posey do a Crimson Right, I'm just gonna lay one hand on her arm and do healing hands and heal those 6 hit
I'll
points.
just do it at advantage.
Nice.
I'm a-
Nice job, Azamar.
I'm also gonna, as that's about to happen, I'm just gonna. Can I just step back and just do bark skin on myself, just in case?
Now they start doing that.
I love that now,
Yeah,
the,
now
now
they're
the
getting
paladin's
nervous.
gone forward, everyone's like,
Because if you're not at full levels, it technically does 7 hit points. If you're not at full.
So, firstly, Widdick, you look down at this thing, this rock. You put your hand towards Stromus' symbol, and you aim down at it for a vow of enmity. And in that moment, as you're glaring towards it, everything about what you're looking at, there's something inside your head, like a gas valve that just pops. And if your head could be filled with anger, as something about your subconscious registers, this should not exist. This is beyond what is meant to be. This is disgusting chaos and creation for destruction alone. That allowed you with a 19 to just hit.
I
Oh
realize
dear.
what we're about to do.
I know what that is. I know what this is.
I know what we're about to do here, and I need to actually get it out of the book now. Hold on.
no.
You're still a vow of enmity. You're still an oath of vengeance paladin. Don't pretend
Oh, yeah,
anything
yeah, I know.
else. But
I know. I just want to make sure I have the book up and ready when It might happen.
when that happens.
So, yeah,
I would
anyway,
never
well,
make someone change fucking subclass
Mid-fight,
in the
I
middle of a
getcha.
combat. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not that bad. Fuck. But no. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that?
I'd like to smash it.
You'd like to smat it? What level you going to smat it?
Divine smite. Let's see.
I love whether we're smiting this thing before we know it's even a creature.
I mean,
Might be a
Well, Withick does
who
now.
knows? Maybe the smite's what fucking breaks it.
yeah.
I'm just gonna do level 1, so that's 2d8.
Why don't you roll 3d8?
What? Oh.
I said what I said. Roll
I
3d8.
see.
Yeah.
You slam down. And there's this moment where under the water, like your mohawk, in this almost ridiculous fashion, there's this flaming burst of you. It's almost like a propulsion inward as you slam in. You're aiming roughly like towards the top where there's just that tiny chip. Whack! The maul itself does not strike as hard as it should, but the smite that's behind it, you can now see that there's a very noticeable crack in the actual exterior of this entity that definitely affected it. Roll a d100.
I never liked D100s.
The creature is still slumbering.
We need to kill it before, and then hopefully we don't wake it up, I guess.
Can you
we
kill
attack
it
in
before
unison?
you wake it up?
Everyone ready in action and just unload at once?
Oh,
I-
Riddick, you have another attack.
Yeah.
He doesn't look sure if he wants to use it, I'll be honest.
Oh, I didn't know I was gonna wake this thing up.
On all the cameras, just the complete like, don't wake it up. Complete full body tense of shh.
And listen to him smother it in its sleep.
Alright, pocket.
That is also a hit.
Indeed.
You didn't roll your maul damage.
Oh, I know.
So
I'm
that
also
is-
just adding a divine smite.
So exactly the same as last time, 25.
Not exactly, but
Oh,
sure,
well,
you
yeah,
can think of it.
resistance and stuff, yeah.
And then I guess roll another D100 to make sure I don't wake it up.
Yes. The beast still slumbers. Very importantly, the D100 roll had dropped because of where its hit points are. Meaning, the closer you get to killing it, the closer you get to waking it up. And as you're there, Wittick, with your hammer there, everyone above you just begins hearing a rumbling from this thing before it calms down. And the second strike, and a slight quake, then it quiets again. And you then begin hearing, "Who's aboard my ship?" I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh no,
God
the
damn it.
chip was important.
Go away, we're not here to see you!
How about I just move the ship here to here, and we'll say that you guys are directly above where Wittick is right now.
Yeah, you can always put our tokens on, and we'll just remember where the whale is
Oh,
if the whale
I,
token is the problem.
There we go.
Okay, right. I got
I'd
3,
say-
but I didn't select myself das.
So I'll just
Um,
add you, and let's see, add to.
I was gonna actually say, Des, can you do the opacity of it at all?
It's
The whale?
It's
Yeah.
not combat, and we're
Well, yeah. That's, I know.
It's a non-combat creature anyway, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all right. It's all right. It's all
Yeah,
right.
we all have water breathing on anyway, so it's not like we need to worry about
Gotcha.
where the bubble of air is.
But for movement wise, because if
Not
you're on
that
the
one.
well, we're full movement. And can fly.
Ooh, be on
If we've got wings.
Great.
What's the diameter of the bubble on top
Oh,
of
actually,
the well?
That's technically I'm not on a ship. I'm on a creature. That happens to be on his ship.
The creature is on his ship, though.
If
Yeah.
it's broken, is it still a ship or is it just a pile of wood?
At what point is it a boat versus wreckage?
Listen, I'm not getting into that age-old tale of that ancient Greek ship getting
Yeah.
each board replaced.
Yeah.
I was
and
just
just
trying to
still
remember
kind
that
of
Still that
giant.
ship? Yeah, I can't remember. Kels will know, I'm sure. Ancient Greek ship. Okay, well, again.
Wasn't it only a theoretical ship?
Achilles is the only one of them I know.
It's always been a case of a theoretical ship. Well, technically no. I mean, there wasn't
that went past everyone else. We just passed each other.
Anyway.
I mean, it technically was an actual ship, but
It's an actual thing. The ship of Theseus is an actual thing.
Oh!
There we go,
I'm
yeah.
so glad you guys.
Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you
okay.
guys are giving me time to roll all these things. Thank you.
Yeah.
We time our tangents.
Oh, in that
real
case,
well.
yes, we will talk about the sympathy ship. It wasn't a ship, but it was a thought
Okay,
experiment about
Let's call it. Let's
yeah.
call it that.
King, me, yes.
You, atop the whale, looking down, you hear this voice cry out through the water, which is not gargled in any way. But the captain's ship, you can see those large fiendish hands from where you are. The doors slam open, and stepping out is a ghastly figure of wide-brimmed hat, blued-out feather, but this nearly ghostual pirate captain with a ghostly pirate parrot on its shoulder and a bright red eye and one eye with a patch.
Is he wearing
You also
piracy
see
garb?
from
Do I see
it's
skulls
basically
crossbones?
Barbosa tinted blue, but we'll move on. Also, I took away the monkey because fuck that monkey. You can also
Poor
see
Jack.
that around the ship and around the debris, moving right now, you can see apparating out from bloated corpses and skeletal piles, skeletons and ghosts begin apparating.
I'll just say, sorry, good captain, we're just removing this obstruction from your legitimate salvage. Then I'll cast a spell on Big Rock Monster. We're above it, like
Please.
how high above are we?
You're about 30 foot above the creature. That's including the whale body. But I picture like the whale's kind of like, essentially, if you
Where
guys
we
are
are
here,
is 30 foot.
whale's kind of like here. So you have like a point to shoot down.
Excellent.
Reminder
Well, that
for
sounds
other
like a
players.
present. Let's give this a try.
Reminder for other players, because Posey told this story literally 2 minutes ago in game, but out of game did not. This guy's name is theoretically Gladwin Swinlevane.
But
Amazing.
now he is only known as the Red Devil's Legacy.
Hey! So many layers of puns there.
Oof.
Oh,
Bringing out the big guns.
on the Pokemon strike.
I mean, it is like a world-ending creature. As far as we're aware.
yeah.
If there was ever a time to bring out the big
do
gun,
I let the
guns,
name
yeah.
be shown of this creature? Do I not?
we might not know what it
Up to
means.
you. Up to you.
Or we do know what it means and we freak out.
Yes, unlike Zero who vomited his bile everywhere, I just sort of put out my hand and like black soot just sort of rains down on this thing. And just starts
It
chewing
succeeds,
away at
so
it.
it only takes half to go to 19.
Still, not
Also,
bad
I
hit.
don't like that name. Unborn
So
monstrosity.
this is giving me unfortunate orphan of cost vibes.
Hey, Nemo, you don't have to roll.
Oh, interesting.
Because it just wakes up.
Your damage is under 20.
You fucker!
La 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 la.
Fuck you!
Gotcha! I gotcha!
How,
You were like,
how do I stop the paladin from killing all my shit so quick? Ah, I know!
So did
you.
did the captain respond to my statement at all?
It's not his turn.
Okay, just curious. Go ahead.
Riddick! Hey, buddy, what you gonna do? What you
Oh,
gonna
thank
do,
you.
buddy?
Well, anyway. Fuck.
I don't know what just happened there.
I put him
Something
through
just
so
happened.
many emotions. I put him through so many emotions.
I think it's probably also doesn't help that I'm on pain medicine. But anyway.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah. And let's see, I still have the greatsword on my backpack. It's a turn to or an action to swap, right?
Nah, I usually let people like use a bit of their movement to do it if they want to.
Okay. I mean, I'm not really gonna be moving, so.
Or you just swap it out and go, fuck it, whack, whack.
Well, I mean, it's magical.
Very
But,
true. So the damage won't be resisted.
Yeah. 'Cause-
But do we
'Cause I
want
guess-
it to be resisted?
Yeah, but that's fine. But the only reason I was doing so much damage was because I was smiting.
True.
I will say the smite seem to have hurt a lot more than what you're used to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just
Fuck,
gonna switch.
then
up.
I would know shit.
You
yeah,
would
just
if this was a
swap.
creature that had
I
several
had-
different reasons.
Any way of knowing anything about, yeah.
The thing that a gift dropped in, the thing you didn't know existed a month ago. They summoned something. What is it? Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna swap out weapons.
Cool. That's the 5 foot of movement to do so, but that's fine if you're not moving nowhere.
And yeah.
That is still a hit. Oh, you could bonus action to do radiant damage.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm uncomfortable with the energy we have created in the studio.
It certainly makes for interesting combat to be like, we want to hurt it, but not too much.
Yeah.
That hit, and that damage went through without being resisted.
Cool.
Essentially, you were cracked in a point, and bits of rock and bits of like hardened exterior carapace just begins floating. You take out the sword and you stab down into it like a heavy chop into that section, and you cut into the stone at both sides. It takes effort to yank it back out. You have another attack.
Well, yeah, and the other thing was I was like, okay, it's a rock creature. Use bludgeoning
Hammer.
damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
no! It's almost like I'm trying to lead you into a point to see what you'll do.
Yeah. But then now greatsword. Right, doesn't it?
Which missed.
Yeah.
You try to swing it in again, but this time you don't manage to catch into any solid purchase. That and you're trying to swing down with water resistance. You pull it back once. Doing it a second time on the ground was going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
Is that all you do?
Let's see. Bonus action.
If I make any kind of changes,
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
because I don't have the necessary stuff to support it in rank.
Posey! Hi, friend. What you doing?
Right. I'm suitably confused, both in and out of
Suitably
character.
confused. Is that Posey's new name? Suitably confused.
That was already
Posey's.
Posey's name. That was already Posey's name.
No, that was a pseudonym.
Wait.
I-
Party. Why the fuck are we not trying to do too much damage to this? I've
Because
missed
it'll
whatever the fuck
it'll wake
conversation is
up.
happening.
It'll wake up.
Yeah, but it's gonna wake up regardless, right?
We don't know.
That's why I
We
keep
also
saying
don't
that-
know this in character.
Yeah.
But if
You
we deal
don't
more than-
really.
But I,
if we
I was
deal
mainly,
if we deal more than 20 damage to it, there's a D100 roll to see if it wakes up.
Oh,
a
right.
DC
I
that
was
gets
like, why are we
lower.
trying not to do more than 20 damage? Because it doesn't. Okay, right.
yeah, and the only reason I was swapping weapons was because I feel as Wittig that my mace was
Yeah.
not hitting as well
That's fine.
which is
I
why
will
I was
say,
swapping.
Wittig, when you struck it in with that strike with the sword, but you didn't smite into it, it did not rumble. It did not cause the ground to quake around you.
Right. Yeah, because I was trying not to metagame.
Decisions.
Also,
You look like you had a realization, Wittig. What was that, buddy? So I will say, for anyone here, when Wittig didn't hit it really fucking hard, there was no rumbling, which you could tell was originating from the creature because of how much sand, stroll, and everything else that was beginning to kick up.
well,
Which
yeah,
may or may not have fucked with the ghosts.
I was thinking as Wittig, he would kind of, hit it with the hammer, but then whenever he put the smite
You're
into
literally
it,
cracking the egg.
yeah, he was like, okay, well, the hammer didn't feel like it got that much of a hit, but the magic did. So
Yeah.
that's where it was like, oh well,
Okay.
maybe.
So, Posey, what are you doing, darling? What's happening?
Good question. I'm trying to make the 4 decisions at the same time.
It's worth pushing
Do
back.
I preempt the ghosts or do I deal with the big guy? I feel like I'm the only one who can. Oh shit! What's the? I'm gonna be at disadvantage anyway. I'm definitely in range of those guys, right? Sorry. I'm trying to make a decision, so I'm slowing down the bit before I have to make the decision. Fucking, I should look this up more often. But the range on this broken bolt. Fucking ass. What is the fucking range on it? There it is. Fuck, it doesn't say. But I think it's 120.
120 to 400, so 120
Yeah.
is your max.
What is it? Heavy crossbow?
Okay, 120. So I can hit anything here.
Correct.
I'm gonna delay making a decision even longer so that I'm gonna hit this one, this ghosty.
You're gonna fire at that ghosty go.
I'm just gonna. Fuck it, I'm just gonna fire at it. I was gonna say, would I know if this would hurt it? But I'm just gonna fire at it.
Crossbow bolt, I believe that's a magical crossbow bolt, so yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that will count. You'd be aware from your days
would
killing
know, yeah.
things of if you fire from a magic thing, it will hit things that are immune or
Okay.
resistant.
Okay. Sharpshooter.
Okay, -5 for +10.
Nope.
It's worth checking. Ghosts have shit AC, but no, not that shit. Second shot?
Oh, dumb. I should have hexed first.
Well,
No,
you have
no,
a bonus
no.
action to hex now.
Fuck.
Why wouldn't you want to use necrotic damage on the ghost?
No, not that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make 8 consecutive decisions about things that are not necessarily related to what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna shoot the ghost again. Sharpshooter. Oh, I didn't even. Oh, I did roll the right one.
That hits.
Oh, nice.
Because ghosts
So
have
that's that.
terrible AC. Let's see. Immune to cold damage, so only that solid 15. You fire in, and the ghost, almost seemingly manifesting in half lucid, doesn't even seem to be concerned or register the crossbow bolt until it actually sinks in, and the magic allows it to do damage, and it has this sudden wide, pupilless eyes just expand almost out of its sockets as it just
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. How far? Ooh, Jesus. How far is the big guy from me?
The thing that Wittig stood on, Wittig landed on it about 35 foot from you right now, just from where you are on top of the whale.
I will move so that it is within 30 feet of me.
Okay, yeah, you just step to the
Just
side of the
step
whale,
forward.
and easy enough to do that.
And I will tell the party. You will only be able to hit the ghosts if you've got magic shit.
Okay. Did you do?
And I will procrastinate making a decision on the thing I need to make a decision about for another turn. Carry on. For the rest of the party, I'm realizing that my brand of castigation is still on that gift. So if I don't use it, I will continue to know where they are.
I've had this problem before.
And considering I only do 1 damage to things. Okay, carry on. I'm gonna think about this.
I thought that gift was otherwise unoccupied.
They don't really die. We'll talk about it later.
Talk about it later.
That's what I was trying to determine is they are neither alive nor dead.
Honey,
therefore,
No, they're in the
that gift
sky.
is not here right now, but there are ghosts and a broken monstrosity.
I know,
Or unborn monstrosity.
I know. I'm being pedantic. I'm sorry.
Like girlfriend, pedantic is more likely than you think.
Moment of realization that I did crit damage to myself, and all the creatures are immune to gold. I did more damage to myself with my Crimson Right than I'm going to do with to any of the things in this combat.
Sucks, don't it? Walking into
It's different when you're not getting hit. It's different when they're immune.
So, can I ask 2 questions first and foremost?
That's 3, go on.
What's the story situation with Puck right now? Is he in a bubble?
He is in an air bubble on your shoulder going, I ain't leaving. I ain't getting away from the whale. Have fun.
So, he's not a tool in combat then?
Not really. He's more like, I could be a shit in social situations, but that's kind of it. He's not really a combat.
Right, because
Besides-
that was what I was trying to determine, because this is our first combat
Use the
situation
help
with him.
action. You use the help action, so like he can assist you and give you advantage on trying to hit someone.
He's just a familiar, isn't he? He just does what familiars do.
Yeah, you can see through his eyes. He can use the help action. It's kind of it.
The familiars can't attack, but they can do pretty much anything else.
Right. Because what I was going to ask was, enhanced ability is a touch spell,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and
Cast spells.
You can
through-
cast.
You can cast
through
spells through
familiar.
familiars.
cut spells, yeah.
yeah, because
Are
what I
you-
was
What?
what I was thinking of doing was, depending on the range that I could do with Puck, was either enhance ability on Kika and then inspiration
Mhm.
on Runara as the bonus action, or that reversed if I could do it within range with Puck.
I
Well,
mean, you can touch us because we're all.
Yeah, we're all
around
next
the
to
I
each
mean,
other.
they're both in the whale, so you can just walk over and touch them without issue.
Okay.
You're okay for movement on the whale. When you get off the whale, the rules apply.
Right. Okay. So
So very easily you can slap on whichever one of those buffs onto whichever one of those two you so choose.
yes, so I will go with the former then. So that'll be enhance ability on Kika.
Thank you.
For what?
That will be the owl, I think, which is wisdom.
Thank you.
And then inspiration on Runara. If I just
Must
check that I've got my. Yes, I do. No worries on that. I was just checking if I had inspirations left.
This isn't your fun one that lets you move. It's just normal inspiration, right?
Normal inspiration.
And is it at the what at your
That's
level?
Give me a sec. I've just put that.
Oh, the D6 then. You're not. Well, what level bar do you? You're fourth or fifth? Sorry.
I am a level 4 bard.
That's a D6. Okay. Oh, thank you.
have a free action to try and talk to the captain?
You can attempt to persuade the captain, but people in your team have shot his crew.
Oh god. What?
Yeah.
DC's going to be higher, but as we've proven by throwing a grenade at a door and killing 2 of someone's men, it's not impossible to defuse the situation. Just the DC's high.
Captain, do forgive us, but this barnacle here, I think if we don't get rid of the barnacle, you're not going to have much of a ship left.
Please attempt to persuade the captain.
I thought you were going to call him Captain Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
Persuasion?
Yes.
Marry the platypus.
You've shot his crew. He doesn't seem interested. He's also dead.
That's my bad.
Dead. Parody the Cha-Cha-Gram. Kika.
I mean, they definitely. I guess they definitely look aggressive to us, huh?
Yeah, you kind of started shooting them.
I mean, this captain's like half a second away from pulling out some sort of a nader.
I guess I'll continue to shoot them then, but I'll go with Eldritch Blast for the safety at the moment.
Blast.
Which I believe at this level is 2 beams.
2 beams.
So I am gonna go. I'm gonna go for this ghost here that's like near the front.
Look out, spooky ghost! That's a hit on the ghost for 3 damage.
And that one misses.
Bing! It's kind of got the mass, like the mass on this side is still there, and it kind of strikes through it and hits it. The second one goes underneath where it was. Is there anything else you'd like to do, or are you still good?
I am staying where I am. I'm good.
You still have Detect Magic up, don't you?
Yes, concentration remains active.
Okay, let me check. Okay, no, you're fine. I'll notify you if something changes. The fallen crewman's turn. They are going to approach to here. One will go up to here to get on this side of the mast. And this one will make its way here. They have no issue moving through the water. And each one of them has a rifle that just apparates into their hand, which they turn and they aim up towards the person who shot their crewman, Posey. As you can just see, faint green points manifest on the end of each of their barrels, which are all turned towards you. And they are going to cast Ghost Flintlock.
What way am I from the nearest one?
30
Yeah,
feet
thinking the
up.
same thing.
30 foot up plus.
The 30 foot, then don't worry.
Yeah, it's more than 30 foot.
I could do something, but only against one of them, so that doesn't matter.
So 3 shots off against Posey. They're probably all going to miss.
You say that.
Oh, 22.
My AC is only 14.
What? Only one of them still hit for 2 damage.
Hey!
As one of them blasts off, this eldritch beam shoots out of the gun, but then all their guns fade away and they all reach for these rusty scimitars. That's their turn.
Yes, Kay,
Room.
my AC is 14.
Alright.
Stand. How can we so low?
She is a pretty princess in a pretty princess outfit that doesn't have an high AC.
This is why we were talking about me potentially using a shield. But then a shield, heavy crossbow.
Yeah.
You get I think it's like a palisade or something you can call it. Shield you stick into the ground, put it
Yeah.
up with crossbow mount.
Or just like a buckler attached to my arm.
If I jump off of the well, can I drift and land on the other side of the rock, like next to the masters?
If you're going to just let yourself fall, it's going to be 10 foot a turn. If you try to swim down, it'll be 15 foot.
I want to get as close to that point as I can. I don't know how close. Would I be above the? Would I have to
You're
stop?
30 foot above it. 30 foot, and like I count basically where the whale is right now is how you guys are able to aim down and shoot.
Yeah,
It's at like a tilt.
I'd push off of the whale out of the air bubble to get a bit of propulsion.
I tell you what, make an athletics check to see if you can get 25 total. You can get 15. Let's see if you can get 25 athletics check. You get 15.
Right, that's fair.
We'll say that you're pretty much getting out to about, because from the whale, we'll say you can get to about, like, down. You're floating maybe 10 foot
Right
off
to
the
here.
I say you can get there, but you're 10 foot off the ground.
That's fine. I'm in range of all the deeds. What I want to do. I'm gonna turn undead.
Hey.
My channel divinity.
Waiting for the cleric's turn.
Yeah.
It is
Look out,
a saving throw of some sort.
Throw.
Believe.
Wisdom saving throw.
They are anchored to this place, so it gives them advantage.
DC 15.
Ghost 1. I'm going to say that's the ghost that got shot with the... I'm going to go... It's going 1.
You do well. Yeah. Also, I doubt they are, but if any of them are of a CR of a half or lower, and they fail, they are destroyed.
Let me check the crewmen.
Destroy undead.
Well, good thing they all got their shots off before you turned them to dust.
Hey! Cleric!
The ghosts are all turned.
Wait. Who did they shoot at?
Pose.
Ah, okay.
Just out of curiosity, because this hasn't happened before, how am I feeling?
Am
Am I alright?
I'm not looking at you, so I can't see you. It's any creature I can see. Oh wait.
See or hear.
I can see or hear you. It's the
Oh,
other
they
way
can still
around.
hear me. Yeah, you're right. I misread.
That's
I
up
read
to,
that
that's up to
different
the DM, I guess. Do you have the humanoid trait or
Well-
the undead trait?
Well, healing
I'm
works.
humanoid enough to be healed, but I don't know if this is going to make
Yeah,
me...
but you can have both.
I
True,
sent you
yeah.
a message.
Anot Arcana.
But while that's happening, that was my action.
That was your action.
I will... bonus action. Cast... Oh, that wouldn't hit any of them. Fuck. It's wisdom save. Oh, unless it's different, sorry.
Okay. Bernard holds out the holy symbol of Verona,
Just
pouring out to drive out undead. Somewhere deep in your stomach, it just twists. Whatever fragment of a stomach you have just begins curling in on itself like it's milk turning to cheese. Something inside you just says you're not going anywhere. You must roll a d20 next turn to take any actions. If you roll below a 10, you cannot take an action.
How close am I
Alright.
to the rock creature?
You are basically on top of it.
I'm basically just above it.
Just above it.
Bonus action, I'll cast spiritual weapon. I'll take a
Spiritual weapon.
Weapon of the spiritual.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yes.
17.
Not you. 17
Wait,
misses.
Oh shit. Okay.
Did you bless yourselves?
No, that was. Wait, because I can
Oh, you had inspiration.
I can add inspiration to
Yeah.
attacks, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not just a certain type of.
Sorry, I thought for a second it was blessed because I'm seeing a cleric. It's rare. I keep forgetting that there's a bard here until she does something, and then I'm like, bard! Fuck! But no, that is a miss.
While he's over here planning to stop the paladin, he's like, "Oh fuck! I forgot about the bard. Shit."
The
Whatever.
bard, the cleric, the fucking warlocks. Too many of you bastards.
I will yell out.
Still stand in bed and
Just to finish my turn as a free action, I'll yell out to the group: "Don't attack the ghosts. Let them run."
See, eventually Dash is going to counter everyone else in the party. It's like, great, everyone's done, and then I'll get to like
The
the
pro
end level,
rock.
just be like
The kids will have
druid
crushed
level.
the entire party, but then I will encounter the wild-shaped druid that's turned into an earth elemental with rock shooting projectiles on his shoulders, impressing her into the ground as you beat her as an earth elemental.
You never expect the rock.
So, at
Stop
the end of your
the
turn,
rock. Can't stop the rock.
the
Stop.
captain is going to turn his steely red eye towards one of the ghosts, and they're going to stop running. But only one of them. He's then going to move under the mast here, and seeing you now, Runara, takes out a flintlock pistol and aims it straight at you. And is going to make several attack rolls in your face.
Does gunpowder work underwater?
Magic.
They're
Magic
ghostly
guns.
ones. We've established.
Okay.
Ghost.
Alright.
Ooh,
I wasn't
go.
making sure.
I
Natural
kid you
gun. Bang bang.
I kid you not, it is literally called a ghost gun. Whilst the gun in this situation does appear to be an actual gun, the rim of it begins to glow this like dark purple, and it blasts out.
Essentially
Where's
using a
mine?
gun as a wand. They're artificers.
3 times. Go.
Damn it! Wow. Okay. Go into the spell card. Turn that spell card to a fucking attack. 'Cause I'm an idiot.
I fucking hate that shit.
You spam the spell description 3 times.
Tracy?
No,
Chat.
it doesn't even show up.
19. One
No,
more.
he's got it on whisper. He's got it on whisper.
So I don't spam you guys. That's fine. 19 your AC, 1 does hit.
Okay, go for it.
God, typical. 4 points of force damage.
Okay.
It fires out. You block one with the shield. You lower down your jetty blade to just go ching, and you deflect off another one, and then just into the side of the leg, just tish, the Captain America side of you shot him in the leg because the shield is the size of a dinner plate. And he's an idiot.
Wittick no longer has guidance.
So now it's the
I don't-
ghost.
You are guided you when you. It's only for ability checks, but
Okay.
as you left.
Captain
but it's a minute.
has headed towards the ghostly crewman, which then swims over towards the rock formation and is going to attempt to possess it.
God, no.
Wait, they can do that?
That's a
Ghost
creature.
have always had the ability to possess.
You're gonna do really well. And I clicked it and it was nope.
I
We
tend
take
to
the bad thing and make it
rule-
worse.
I will say this. There is a ruling that the usual thing is that it can only possess humanoids. I think it being able to possess multiple things is a lot more
Yeah, I
fun.
think that's more fun.
Also,
And it makes
Also,
sense.
yeah,
they're more like
Things are
guidelines
living.
rather than rules.
yeah.
Yeah, you're the DM, rule 0.
So I'm making a pirate reference. They're pirates.
You watch as the ghost shrinks into the monstrosity, which then begins rumbling, and you can only describe as something being in a mouth and then hearing a crunch as you hear a ghastly wail.
Another whale.
The monstrosity
A whale,
heals
not a whale.
where it devoured the ghost.
Oh, damn.
It cannot be
Somehow that's worse.
it cannot be possessed.
Alright.
So,
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Let's just you know what? Let's just creep
Good
over.
might be a strong word.
Let's just move those over there. You know what? You can join them. There we go. Serenus, buddy, it's your turn.
That's the other two need to dash
Right.
as far away from me as they
Oh
can.
yes, thank you. You are quite right.
So,
Ah, bitch, man. Basically, they're just gonna run off the map after their next turn.
well, there was only one.
Two
Now
tech-
this-
And as ghosts can move through solid matter, of course they're not worried about the movement rules in water.
Yes, but also underwater ghosties and underwater skellies be like, you know,
Now,
let's move underwater.
question.
But that's what I'm saying.
Are they skeleton? Are they ghosts? Are they somewhere in
Those
between?
that are leaving are goosey boys.
No, I mean the captain.
Captain.
The captain is somewhere between a white and a ghost, in that there is definitely a spirit possessing a body, but whatever's left of the body is barely tangible, but it is still a body being possessed by
Some physical form to it.
there is some physical form that
Okay.
is it's not happy about any of you.
Right. Okay. Right.
Happy about him either.
I don't like you either. My friend doesn't like you. I don't like you either. I'm right next to you, so hey.
Okay. I am going to. Yeah. I think I'm gonna try and throw a rock at the magic stone. Just normal rock. I'm not using any of my wallop ones. Normal rock.
What is the distance on it? Because it should have
120.
two distance.
120 foot, it's a spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's a spell, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's 120.
Defying laws of physics as a druid, and laws
Now-
of nature as a druid.
Now comes the question because I didn't realize this because I was now that I'm in the water kind of thing. This would be a disadvantage. Wouldn't it?
You are. Here's the thing. It's a spell. Throwing a rock as a spell with a 120 range, as is a normal spell. Most spells have something like that. I would rule the spell's magic allows it to be projected. The mundane,
Awesome.
where the issues would lie.
Awesome. Then I will just throw it. Then yeah, that's
At
that.
the captain, is it?
Yes, I'm captain.
God damn you!
Did it hit?
Not knocked prone. He keeps what's left of his dignity for now, but yeah, you hit him.
Take 6 damage.
Yep, you just ting, and a portion of the skull and like portion of the side of the head just cracks off. Now the eye patch is kind of just wobbling in the water. King.
Yeah, that's what I know what I do.
Serenus. That was a noise I made. Serenus, have you anything else you'd like to do, sir? Sorry.
I guess after I've thrown that, can I try and just do maybe just after I've kind of thrown it, can I just have a bit of a check at the giant creature in front of us and just see?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm just curious what it's doing.
So you saw the spirit possess it, and all of you simultaneously, in the bowels of your stomach, it just dropped. It's just like nervous in situ of, oh dear God, no. Until you heard what sounded like the ghost screaming and a crunch, just. It has gone still and quiet since then.
So there's been no extra movement
No
or any
additional
noise.
movement beyond that point.
That's okay. That's good, I think.
King, roll me a d20. You can still perform your actions as normal.
All right. King's not looking great, and that's saying something. But she's going to look down at this rock thing, and I am going to cast Chill Touch.
Okay. Stop that! No heal for you!
And not hit at all.
You aim down with your deformed and near skeletal hand to one side. You launch it down. With that 23 perception, Serena, it's very noticeable and very easy. You could just see just like small plumes and small, like just steaming portions of black mist coming from the side of King's jaw, the side that you're looking at.
I just
King,
look at
you
him and say,
don't notice it.
I just look at him and say, I might be a hypochondriac, but I'm not sure. It could all be in my head.
Whittick, you ready, buddy? No, you're on the phone. It's all good. I'm just processing the psychic damage I just took.
Thumbs up for Smash, Whittick. United States of Smash. Are you gonna smash? Where's up?
He is
Give
trying
give
to.
him a
He's
second.
trying to.
Give him a second.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
it's
say,
fine, it's
Clay, give him a second. You motherfucker.
Is that My Hero Academia reference?
Yep.
What are we talking about?
Weeb.
That is a myth. Ding, ding.
No time.
Bad luck.
I know the reference, so I'm just as bad.
No, I know I'm a weeb. It's not just an observation.
so
Like,
much.
Doing, Pope?
It's not a problem.
nah.
Anything, it's a compliment.
Hey, Weebs. It's not your turn. Behave. Not you. Why did you turn your head up, Posey? Like, I said, hey, Weebs, and you went, huh?
She knows.
My Final Fantasy hours would disagree.
She made a Naruto reference the other day.
I did.
know,
No, the other day, that was yesterday. I was on camera.
Anyway, your turn, young lady. Come on.
Okay, let's get the first part out of the way. I mean, can I hit? Yeah, I can hit the captain from here.
Oh yeah, you can definitely hit the captain.
Let's take 2 shots at this before I make potentially a brilliant play or a terrible play.
Declaring sharpshooter or
Yeah, fuck it. Well, I will for the first one.
okay. See if you hit.
Fuck sharpshooter.
Well, that wouldn't have hit no matter what. It's a natural
Relationship ended with sharpshooter.
one. Magic Mist is
Better.
not my best boy, my boyfriend. There you go. Yeah, that definitely hit him. Roll your damage out.
My friends in this. There we go.
Yep. Cold damage, none of it.
Fucking shit ass. Okay.
It's a
No, I know. That doesn't mean I have to be happy about it.
By all means, shoot the onboard monstrosity and see what cold damage does to it.
Okay, do I?
Always
You
say
can
yes.
feel free to go, I've got work. You can feel free to go.
Um,
I'm work until like 4.
I'm gonna.
I've got D&D
This is
next.
what she would do. I'm gonna look at the party who are still on the whale, and I'm like,
Oh, next Saturday.
if this thing gets out, it's bad, right?
Yeah.
I love how
Yeah,
none of
yep,
them are
yep.
looking.
Saturday chicken.
None of them are paying attention to
Yep,
me.
yep.
Oh, sweet, we've got
Okay.
allies in the war. Can't remember. Do
Cool
something
gloves.
with him in the house.
I am going to.
Uh,
This is such a
bring
bad
them on
idea.
the-
I'm going to
on our side.
take a crossbow bolt and drive it through my hand, and cast
is that
Curse of
violent?
Binding on the rock creature.
Come
And I'm gonna
Okay.
amplify it.
Okay. What does amplifying Curse of Binding do?
It means it can affect anything regardless of its size category. A. And it means it will last a minute. It needs to make a strength saving throw. My
What's your
DC
DC?
is so low.
Which it does a disadvantage.
What is your
because it's
DC?
asleep.
11.
The only way this creature could fail that is if it rolled a natural one,
Okay.
which is why I'm going to have to public on the roll.
Does it have disadvantage because it was asleep?
That's fine.
It rolled a
Fine.
3, but still.
I'll put this in chat. Just for the reference. That's what I was
Have
trying
you
to-
taken damage as a result of this?
I have, yes. One low. Hey!
Let's
question.
see.
Because the creature is asleep, does that mean it is technically unconscious? In which case, as by the unconscious condition, it automatically fails strength saving throws.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Kills does.
That's why we're doing it.
She's not wrong. This is why
thought that was
I am
why
not
you were doing
correcting.
it.
That's why
I
I'm
didn't.
not correcting.
I figured in the RP of it probably, but I didn't know there was a rule.
It is.
Yeah, no.
You cannot physically resist something while you're asleep. I was like, well, I'm not.
You get some
unless-
rules. And you get some rules.
Y'all get rules.
Sometimes my rules lawyering is helpful.
Thank you, Blue. Love you.
It cannot use reactions until the end of its next turn.
And it can't
Glad-
move.
Glad it ate the ghost beforehand then.
Yeah. And
Um,
its speed is 0, so it cannot move.
Mm-hmm. To end the curse, it must make a strength saving throw, which will only do if it wakes up.
If it wakes up. And I'm literally holding it.
There's this bloody, as you guys just watch, as if like from above the water.
We're
just like-
not hiding this anymore.
as if peering straight down through the water is just like the smallest little like bolt of moon light just like pierce through the bubble, through the darkness of the water, straight down. As Posey stabs into her hand with the crossbow bolt, you all kind of just like look to a moment of surprise as she aims down. And as you can see, like while there is potentially still going to be a rumbling, that creature is not moving as she's intensely focusing on it. Is that your turn? That was
Yes!
a bonus action.
I thought it was the reason I moved closer. I thought it was a reaction.
You prevent it from casting reactions.
Well, no, it's because my other curse is a reaction. That's why.
It's all good. Lo.
You have to worry about Isla some other time.
Okay. I don't actually get to do this because I'm often not confident enough to do it.
Fucking do it.
But, Lo is going to look at the remaining pirate there and is going to yell out, "You see that? You see that? You see that? You should have just let us help you. I mean, now you're just screwed it up. Yo ho ho and a bottle of done."
Are you casting Vicious Mockery?
Vicious
or
Mockery.
That's wonderful.
Oh, bless you, hun. Bless you.
This really is the party of dealing psychic damage to each other.
And King almost doubled over says, "Ha, got him."
Is there any other effects to this aside from its psychic damage, which I'm also taking? Let's see. Disadvantage on their next attack rolls before the end of their next turn. Noted. So you have given him disadvantage.
Also, I have a bonus action,
You do.
and I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
You can bonus action blast?
Blast.
How are you able to Eldritch
No,
Blast on a
I
bonus
can't.
action?
Sorry. No, I can't. Thank you for.
That would be the
Yeah,
most
on
picked
that.
up fucking cantrip
I can
in
do
the
that.
world.
I'm
It
sorry.
already
Silence,
actually is.
Blood Hunter.
Because the blood tunnel.
Because I keep thinking Vicious Mockery is a bonus. That's the problem.
I get you.
I think we're casting
One day
Vicious
that joke won't be
real
funny.
against us. I feel like now you've taken a break
Um,
from it, Kay. It's funny again.
Been a while.
He's used it
Been a
every
while.
session. It's not stopped. It's not stopped.
And actually,
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't
because I've
stop
still
coming,
got
and they
a
don't stop
bonus
coming.
action left, I'm going to throw an inspiration to Wittick.
Cool. Wittick, you want to end this thing so fast now that he said those words. You're just like, I want to get this done, and you feel inspired to get this done. Get her done. Get her done.
Is Posey technically a shark because she's in water and a blood hunter?
There's so much psychic damage happening. There's so much.
This is fucking. This is like the philosopher coming in and going, "Behold, a man with a fucking clean chicken." And honey, the pun was hilarious. And honestly, kind of fitting that Lo would mess it up, which is why I love to see it. Watch now at the end of the campaign, you end up sassing off a kid. I can't wait.
I love it because it's like Lowe's trying to learn from King, but can't quite land it.
He doesn't know
Oh
how
yeah,
to do
because
that.
King lands all that puns.
King,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
King always lands up on.
Yeah.
Right.
It's your go, 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 go.
Don't have a lot of use, so honestly, it's probably just gonna Eldritch Blast.
Based on the captain or the creature?
The captain.
It's a little creature. That hits. And does that hit? Yes, just
Oh.
indeed. AC of 15, nice. 2 blasts into the chest. As he like was stood there dumbfounded looking at the other warlock. Bing bang! Ah!
Bang bang!
Bing bang! Got a gun!
Okay, so
The crewmen are dead? I'm thinking of the crewmen are dead. Runara, it's your turn.
But it's still in their favour.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire in such a way that it just hits the giant rock.
Because it's unconscious, it'll automatically
It
fail.
automatically fails its dex save. Everyone's got advantage on it as it sparkles in a glowy yellow light.
Everyone has advantage on it. Widdick, you do not have double advantage. You already have Vow of Enmity.
Wait, I bet did I actually? Oh,
You've been rolling. You should have been rolling normal because
Fuck!
disadvantage
shit! Ass!
come down.
You should have been doing straight roll. I mean, yeah.
I've just been treating it as whatever way you've been rolling it. You can't get double advantage. You'd be rolling with disadvantage where you are anyway. So I've just been.
No, he was rolling with disadvantage and he should have been
I've
rolling
been
straight.
rolling with disadvantage. I
and
forgot I did have immunity.
And he should have been doing straight rolls.
And I should have been rolling with disadvantage.
You're so well.
I'm gonna
Oh, well.
swim down to here.
It's
So,
in the whale, and when you're in the whale, water effects don't matter. But if you're outside of the whale, then you'd have had an issue. Sorry, also Widdick. I looked at it and went, that looks fine, even though I've said the rule to you. Ah well, you've got
Yeah, it's
suffered for it.
We're Gucci.
Very fire?
next to spiritual weapon is the mast, right?
The mast
mast
that
pretty fucked.
to
Gone.
essentially
Oh, God.
The mast is fucked, right? It's not.
this mast is here. This mast is fucked. This mast is still here.
Can I?
Fuck up, Fanny.
Every week.
I want to move to try and get my back to the mast to get some cover from the captain.
Bang man, captain. Yeah, you can do that.
But I don't want to move under the spiritual weapon because
You can move the spiritual
I
weapon and
can't.
have it.
I can't move the spiritual weapon the one you're on there.
I'll move that. And we'll just say you're there, and that counts as you being behind the mast.
Yeah. And I'll use my bonus action to spiritual weapon stab.
Any creature, anything attacking it has advantage, so the spiritual
Yes.
weapon doesn't have an advantage on this attack. Go ahead.
Where did I put it?
What level
There
did
it
you
is.
cast? You didn't tell
Oh,
me.
it's just second level. So it's just
Second, that's
basic.
fine. Miss.
This is, yeah.
It has a high AC, and
Well
it's
done.
tough. The devil.
Go on. It's not relevant, but go on. Carry on. You do your thing, and I might pop
Okay.
in a second and say something.
So the captain, seeming grossly frustrated at all of you, reaches into his chest, like underneath his rib cage, and begins pulling. And you can just begin seeing red in his hands. As he does, he steps forward to here, and just casts Burning Hands. I need a dexterity saving throw from. Actually, you know what? He'll just go to here. That way, it's Widdick. The creature automatically fails. Widdick and Renara, I need a DC 13 saving throw. Dex, please.
What's the disadvantage situation on the water?
Which actually, real quick, is Runara in 10 feet of me?
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. You have
Plus something to a save, or
a +3 saving throw against or yeah, you have a +3 when you must make a
+3,
save.
2 saving throws. So he has Thane's thing, but +3 rather than +1, so it's ridiculously better.
7.
Dexterity.
Any saving throw, or just the spells?
Any.
And
Any.
so con saves as well.
Yes. 11.
So and I have 8.
I feel like I'm going to have to make this full YS for verify.
You succeed on that, so you only take 11 halved again to 11 halved again to 5 down to fucking 2. You take 2 points of fire damage. You
Wait,
take
what's that? 2 points? I thought saving.
it's 11 damage. Yeah, you still need a con saving throw, but it's like your constitution saves are perfectly fine. You entirely succeeded.
So I take 11.
Widdick,
or...
you. No, sorry. You take. Bear in mind, you're resistant to fire underwater.
No, not fire.
and
Oh,
you succeed.
underwater. But it's a spell. It's not. It's magical fire. So does that change it? It's not like a loose
I love your
flame,
rules lowering yourself in that way. Magic
Yeah, but I
fire,
don't
I
know.
would have usually had said it because it's only like an instantaneous burst.
Up to you,
So
though.
I would say. Okay, so thank you. You'll take 5 damage instead. So take
5
your 5 damage.
I'll take it.
Widdick, you take 11 Widdick because you did not succeed. The creature also didn't succeed, but doesn't seem heavily affected by the fire.
Okay.
That's his turn. The ghosts are off the battlefield. Serenus.
Yes.
Well, the only one who knows I'm
Right.
smoking so far. Currently, I'm not sure if I'm seasick or not.
What to do in this situation?
The rock creature is glowing violently.
Yeah, that's not a very good thing.
Oh, I mean, do you have advantage on it though?
Yeah, because it's glowing because of fairy fire.
Yeah, it's currently glowing.
Yeah, it's like, is it worth trying to do a good amount of damage on it, or should I try?
You
to
may as well try to kill the thing. It's what you're
Fucking-
here for.
It's
Just hit
like the moment I hit a high amount of damage onto it, things just GP hundreds.
It can't move currently,
Do it. Just hit it.
so even
So
if
it
you
will
wake it up,
only-
it can't
It
go
will only
anywhere.
fuck up the
True.
people who are in melee.
100 feet. So I'm
And why
going
do we
to
have
use-
Widdick if not for that?
What about
I'm
me?
going to
What's a paladin's
cast,
for?
I think I'm going to try and cast Blight on it then. I think it would be the best thing for it.
Blight!
Mm,
Excellent.
God, I
it
could-
worked well the first time.
Roll your blight damage. Blight's one of my favorite spells because it's just nasty.
There's some
Ooh.
big blight damage coming out tonight.
Like, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Let's
Damn,
see,
I could've
con
used that
save
inspiration for that. Oh, well.
succeeds, so it only takes half, so that goes down to 12. Wait, am I right in that 12? No, not 12, 17.
17 found it.
Okay. After that bit of damage hits, you can just see around the outside of it portions of the slab rock that's encasing it. Revealing within the casing the creature itself. Its body is like it's encased still in stone and rock. Sharp protrusions along the arms, the jaw. The jaws itself are like this, almost like a perverse version of like tusks coming up and down, of just like gnarled out teeth on both sides, overhanging and overlocking, forever in a snarl. But the eyes are closed. It's curled into itself. Its shoulders are broad. It itself is probably 20 foot tall minimum within the casing. It's a broad, heavy figure. Kika. Widdick. He looks familiar. Like if you were to turn Gregor to stone. Yes, Runara.
Rules lawyer here. All of the melee attacks against it would have had advantage if it was unconscious and would have been auto crits.
Those are encased in a rock.
Well, you should have remembered that for yourselves, because I
I've not
don't
hit it,
enforce
so-
those rules. But when you guys decide to crit it next and decide to hit it as hard as possible, be my guest. See what happens.
I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
lie, I'm kind of glad we didn't hit that. If we
It's
find
not
out
affected
it was
anything
very
that I've
similar to
done, so it's
Gregor.
fine.
I'm just here, man. I don't know what's going on.
I'm just here. I am suddenly uncomfortable with the situation.
Why?
In character.
It's still sleepy. It's just not covered by so much rock now, right?
Yes, its AC may be lower.
And Wittick, remember, we get advantage because melees and auto crits if we hit.
I don't care. I was not auto-critting.
Well, now you
I'd rather
know.
just keep being asleep.
Now it's that rule. That's what we're doing.
Why do you gotta ruin my fun?
The
Sometimes
one,
the
the
rule
one
where it
time
kicks
in
back.
our entire D&D career where the game goes, here, have a free crit, and we go, no thanks.
No, thanks. Take it
Oh,
back,
I'm
please.
good. Please don't.
How else are you meant to micromanage an unconscious creature? and
it
give
was
you
nice.
all tension at something which is basically just a statue right now.
If everyone just surrounds it with knives and we just stab it, so it's 1d4 damage each turn.
Listen here, Brutus. Fuck off. It is a marches back. You missed it. Serenus. Oh, that was the end of the turn.
Yes. Nothing much I really want to do, really, except.
I know, cry in the corner potentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. I'm just gonna roll a d8 to decide who. 1, 2, 3, 4. Widdick, my darling friendly boy.
That
A
face.
d100 roll.
Why must you do this to me?
Execute order.
Wait, but we're all children, and not the younglings.
No!
No, not the
I think you'll find I'll kill the children and the younglings.
the women and the.
And not just the men, but the women and children too.
No.
The creature is still dormant. For now.
Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up.
King.
Well, two of us might have recognised it might be a friend. But us, on the other hand, have no idea, so I'm going to attack it.
No, it's definitely not a friend.
Even the thing it's modelled on is not friend-shaped.
No.
So these attacks are just... Wait, it has...
Hacks have
Fairy
advantage because of fairy fire.
yeah, so we have advantage on it.
Depends what you're doing.
Chip
Yeah.
top.
Then yes, it would be advantage.
That'll be an advantage, and that does hit. It will not regenerate this turn.
Oh yeah, fuck, especially if it's fucking Gregor.
Gregor. Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. Suddenly my brain's
Everybody's
real-
getting flashbacks now.
the slow loading of old tactics onto the current hard drive.
King. Roll a d100. As the armor class has
sorry,
gone
forgot to
down.
ask, I have to roll a d20 again?
Not that time. It was only the initial turn.
Okay.
But the
So I'm not
AC
feeling
has
all
gone down. And the DC to wake it up has gone down. As well as the threshold for damage.
Fuck.
That is cool.
As it pulls itself up to its full titanic height.
Try not to get decapitated, guys.
We're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
Yay! Du-du-du-du-du-du. We're back.
Welcome back, everyone. King, you used Tilt Touch, and the monstrosity woke up. Talking
Certainly
form
did.
is now looming down over Runara, the captain, and Wittig. Is that all you would like to do on your turn? You just use your action?
Yep, that's all I've got.
Wittig? You don't have to hold back anymore, buddy.
Yay! I'm gonna use a bonus action.
I will say, as it stood back up, several portions of its body hardened over. Its AC is back to where it was.
Cool.
One of those things of, can you min-max how much damage you do before you wake it up?
Right. Yeah. So I'm just gonna use a bonus action to rev up the sword.
Go full guts on it. It's standing. You do not have automatic crits. It's a straight roll.
That's fine.
Well,
How does it work with that? Because the fairy
the
fire
thing
will
is
get
that
rid of the.
what I know is, what I understand is, no matter how many types of advantage you have,
yeah.
a single disadvantage cancels them out. That way,
Okay.
people cannot stack advantages.
Yeah.
So
You know,
it's
it's basically, no matter how, it's always at advantage disadvantage.
Yeah, if there's a source of disadvantage, you can only ever get to a straight roll, basically.
Yeah, you can only get 2 straight roll, and that's it.
That's fine.
But
Well, I mean,
anyway.
that's still good.
roll the dice.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Divine Smite doesn't have to actually use an action or bonus action.
Nope. You can do it after you crit.
Okay.
I've learned that very hard.
Okay.
That is its AC.
Great. So let's see. It's
Love it.
5.
You have an inspiration.
Yeah,
That's only
so-
for hit, not damage.
That is the damage. No, ignore me. Sorry.
Breathe, honey, you're fine. Wittig, how are you going to smite?
Oh, right.
So how are you going to smite? I think.
Oh,
is the
actually,
first word.
well, real quick. The 1d6, does that get doubled? Is it radiant damage?
I'm just basically treating that 1 to a 2. So yes.
Okay.
I don't
I know.
do double dice when something's vulnerable. It's just whatever it was is twice that.
Yeah, because it includes modifiers and stuff, so you can't.
Yeah, I gotcha. And then, yeah, I'm just going to do...
2d8 or 3d8, which would then lead to 48.
Yeah, 48.
Okay, how many spell slots do you have left, buddy?
Enough.
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 Is enough a fitting word?
Yes.
Roll 48.
Ooh.
That is, in a single turn of combat, over 50 points of damage.
Fuck this guy.
So give me a second there. That is 48.
Oh, wait. That's only 1 hit.
You have another hit. But as you strike in with that heavy blow, with all that radiant energy poured in, and you pull back, you can just see the radiant energy that's coalesced there briefly begins to harden its body. Just like Gregor, it adapts to damage. It is now resistant until the end of its next turn. But it's also vulnerable, which means you just do normal damage to it.
Okay.
For other damage types, though, hitting it too hard might do that.
Good to know.
I hate knowing how this works now. I like being ignorant to how this works.
That's a hit, buddy. Fucking nice. Ooh, beautiful. That's 22 points of damage.
Bonus action. Action.
You have, if you're going to smite, you can smite again. You don't have to do it on a single attack. Oh, that was my mistake, actually. It's resistant, so I'll just add 4 back to that. No, it's not resistant, it's just straight damage. It's just that 4 instead. So I'm just amending myself.
Oh, it was vulnerable and now it's not vulnerable.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
getting so confused.
It just goes
What-
down. It doesn't go all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't become immune back
Yeah.
now to.
It's
being
like it's
immune.
like advantage and disadvantage.
Yeah. No, I think that's it.
I pose, put down that pen, and making choices.
I have been cursed with knowledge.
As so frequently happens.
I know that's literally why I made this character, but
Is Blood Hunter cursed with knowledge? God forbid.
yeah, who'd have thunk it, right? And I can see Whittick just going to town down there. I'm.
Just a moment. Whittick is striking in with a fervor none of you have seen before. It's like he's a train. He's built up slowly, and now he's just going and going and going. Lightning is crackling about him. Posey, Renara, you're next to him. Your hairs are standing on end. Just from being next to him in the water, you're getting tingly all over. Not you, Posey, you're fine. Renara.
My hair's getting messed up.
You
so
can
I'm
just
like,
see he swings down as the arm is just beginning to be raised and slices the arm off of the creature, which then reaches, grabs the arm and sticks it back to the stump, back in place. Even though it cannot regenerate, that will instantly seal back up.
Alright, Ethan
It's almost like
Winters.
fire erupt. Yeah. He's in water. He can regenerate from anything. It's immune. He's surrounded by dirty water. But as the arm was being put back on, you could just see fire. It's almost like fire erupted out from the arm and out from the stump and pulled it back together. Gregor does not have that ability, Posey. Now it's your turn.
The first thing I'm gonna do is K myself. In that I should say it gets to make another strength save at the end of its turn. If it has had one.
It does not have a saving
Hasn't
throw yet because it's not had a
Has
turn.
done. Okay, cool.
It's acting out of initiative.
But I
to
will
wake up.
remind you.
Its turn is at the end of combat, and
I-
I'm very aware it will be able to try and most likely move.
Going to bonus action hex.
Is that a stabbing throw for him?
Nope, it's just a thing that happens to him. Goes my last spell slot.
Be right back.
And then
Mhm.
sharpshooter. I
Ooh.
gotta wait, how have you ever run this guy in combat?
AC of 19.
This has a higher AC than Gregor, but has less
Yeah.
health.
How have you ever run Gregor in combat? Okay.
There's a reason he's fucking broken.
Oh, buddy.
Hey, how many lucks do you have left?
Ooh, save that shit.
Okay.
Save that shit. Ignore the
Always save
DM.
one.
The DM is baiting you.
I know,
To hit it with
No.
sharpshooter, you need to roll on that
I
18.
would never.
but also I have advantage because fairy fire.
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
You need a nat 18 to hit with sharpshooter.
Okay. Then
That's a pretty high roll.
yeah, I
So
will.
That's a really high roll. Okay, so now just roll with advantage.
I forgot to fucking do it again, but
Well,
there we go.
There you go.
there you go. Now you have hit.
Take some damage.
12 piercing.
That's not enough. Oh, hex.
Yes, very true. I will say, as you are doing your best to observe this creature,
I am. Yeah. That's
the
the word.
cold does not seem to affect it as much, but the necrotic sinks in. It does still do damage.
Okay, okay.
But
I'll
not as
take
much as you-
resistance. I'll take the resist. Okay.
There's a reason I paired Gregor with someone like Nezanar who can drag a bit of attention off of him so he can keep healing himself.
That's probably fair.
Do you want to say anything as a free action? I mean, screaming is always a free action.
Stop
But...
trying to bait the players. That's okay.
No, he's right. Hang on.
We see who you are.
I'm gonna write that down in a second. Who do I know goes after me?
Everyone.
Runara. I'm just gonna look at Runara. I'm gonna try and make eye contact. Just go. I need you to light him up. That's what I go.
Look at the lights on my card.
Okay.
Okay, bye bye. Loyalty.
Yeah, that's the way I would say that. That's the worst way I could have said that, but that is the way I would have said that.
Well done. No, you did good. You did good. Lo, it's your go. What do you do, Bo?
Oh, I got myself into confusion with bonus actions and actions again, so you're gonna have to give me a sec here.
What things do you want to do? And I'll tell you if they're bonus actions or actions.
No, it's more me mistaking, triple checking vicious mockery again.
Vicious mockery. It's an action. It's a
It's
cantrip.
an action. I know. Damage or buff, damage or buff, damage or nerf, damage or buff. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hex on him again, but that's
Okay.
my Hex rather than Posy's Hex.
You guys need to choose what ability check you got disadvantage on with Hex, right?
Yes, you do.
That's the thing no one ever does.
No,
Strength.
it isn't.
Ability check, not saving
No,
throw.
check.
Check, not a save. So if someone wanted to grapple him, you would use strength.
Yeah, no, strength. I stick by what I said.
Okay.
And then and then Lo will also get to pick one.
I'm going to say Wisdom.
Okay, strength and wisdom. He cannot perceive or insight you fuckers as well, and he cannot grapple you as well. Noted. You have an action still. You have hexed.
And I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Twice in the face. Go ahead. Suddenly the pirate is like, but I'm still here. Shut up, you.
Hey!
Woo!
Love to see it.
Woo! So, firstly, honey, click for the Eldritch Blast that crit, and also roll 2d6 as it was a crit. Ooh, nice. Another d6 as well, hon.
Also,
Oh, no, sorry, that was the fourth.
Also
3d6.
roll another,
Just roll
roll
3d6.
another attack roll because of advantage. Very fine.
Yes. Very fair point.
Just roll one more attack roll. To see if
Okay,
you
just
crit.
roll. No, it's roll with advantage, honey. Just roll Eldritch Blast with advantage, please.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So is that 2 additional clicks then?
Well, click did
That
not.
addition clicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you
Give
can
him a
use the
toggle.
spell as it, but just click it twice more, honey.
Yeah,
Or
that.
that?
There you
Yeah.
go.
That would have missed. So I'd asked you to roll 3d6 because I had thought the 27 and the 19 were 2 separate attacks. So I'm taking off the last dice that was rolled there, which was a 6. So that's 7 damage from the hex, and that is 21 damage from force. So that's 28. That's a good hit. That's a good hit. And he is still standing. There is a reason there is 3 bubbles above their heads curls, and I use each one. Yeah, motherfucker. How do you think I can process this? I'm the math bitch. Is that all you do, honey?
That's action, bonus action. Yeah, that's it.
Kika.
Concentration. I want to check. Concentration check would go on Kika because I had that enhance ability
Yes.
on her.
Yes,
Yes,
correct.
go bye-bye. No enhanceability.
Which is why I had the icon on low to remind me.
So that can go. Gone. Kika.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I'm so proud of you. Do it.
I cast sleep at 4th level. Please, for the love of God, work.
Please describe the radius at which you're casting this in?
It's within 20 feet of a certain point. So since we are above this guy and he's below us, I'm making the 20 foot like here, so it's only gonna hit him. Because we're
okay. Roll
above
sleep
us.
at 4th level because that's crazy, and I'd love to see it.
I don't even know how many dice that is. That's a number. I don't know if it's. I don't even know if this is gonna work.
61.
He has 58 health left.
Oh, good job.
I want to scream, but Spook's gone to bed.
You
Good
force
job.
Titan as he just begins like moving to strike down. Just begins floating in water. And bear in mind,
she spreads
he
her
is in
wings.
water, his mouth is open, water is going in, but he seems entirely unaffected.
She spreads her wings and flaps them, and it's just like the sparkle of glitter just drifts down over him.
Like just erupting out in one big gust that hits out into the water and pours straight down, clinging to it, and it's like,
Can't believe that worked! Well, he's unconscious again, so everything's a crit and has advantage again.
till one thing hits him.
Don't fuck it up, Runara!
Light it up! It's Renara's turn next! This couldn't have
Renara.
worked out better!
Well, the paladin maybe, but Renara second.
Wait, what now?
My hand crackles with black necrotic energy as I just lay my hand on it and do a 3rd level inflict wounds.
You must roll the hit. It's an advantage on the attack roll.
Yeah.
Also,
Fucking
it's
miss.
not a weapon per se. It's a
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
melee
a
spell
melee
attack.
spell
stab a
attack.
motherfucker. Yeah. You have advantage on this. 25 is what you need. More than enough to need. So
That's a
roll
crit,
inflict
boy.
wounds at that level.
That's a crit, boy.
It's auto crit as well, so
Huh.
that's double dice, so it's double all of that.
So I'm just going to double those numbers. So that's
That's 37, 27 doubled.
37.
30,
54.
54. Oh, we had 58. Bonus action, I'm going to spiritual weapon.
Strike down with a spiritual weapon as a
He's
spirit
still-
as that.
is
It
he
is now
prone?
awake.
Well, it's got fairy
He
fire.
did not even get a chance to fall. He's floating in the water.
still
so
fairy
not
fire.
prone.
Okay, that misses.
still
that
fairy
misses, that
fired.
misses.
That misses.
I am then going to move. I'm going to swim over here.
As you do,
But he can't take
the creature is now awake. Oh, you.
And he
you
can't take
have-
reactions.
Celestial
Yes, I know.
Squad!
Very glad you did that. Otherwise, that was between. Yeah, that was about 3d10 gonna be swung your way.
Bitch, I'm holding him.
You're
I'm holding
holding
him. That motherfucker's not going anywhere. If it really is Gregor, we're gonna have a conversation after this, which is gonna be mostly retractions, but I'm holding him.
So now, you're still on his ship.
Are you still you're still here?
You're still on his ship, attacking his shit. So he's just going to turn around and draw out a ghostly scimitar and strike at you twice,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Renara.
Wait, I just want to check
You're-
this.
you're
And I
in his
don't want
house.
to be I don't want to be irritating Bard here.
What's your AC again?
19.
Where-
Wait.
Fucking misses you.
I wanted.
What's
I
Frog-
wanted
what's
to,
Frog saying?
Go on, Frog. Go on.
I wanted to check something there, because I don't. I wanted to check if it was applied when he cast Burning Hands. He had Vicious Mockery on him.
That was a that was for disadvantage on attack rolls. Can't disadvantage a spell. That is an AoE
Yeah.
deck save. So
Which is
fair point,
which
but that
is-
wouldn't have flowed.
Yeah, but
He still
I wanted
misses
to
here.
check.
Do not worry,
Yeah.
he still misses here.
Yeah, I wanted to
That
check
would have
if it
been
was
like
applying
I was about to
there.
crit him. It'd have been great. Flub. So he's still on the ship, wrecking his shit. Serenus.
Thanks for your patience, though, hun.
You're okay.
Many things have happened since my term was over.
Please just lob a rock at this man.
Please kill him with a rock. Please kill him with a rock.
God, I want
I've
you
got
to roll
many
a one.
options. Okay.
God, I want you to roll a one. I love you. I want you to be able to say you killed the pseudo Gregor.
the man who killed Valos Valorant.
Right.
Yeah, seriously.
You
You
can tell
kill
us.
something that has decapitated an archmage with a rock.
Was it an archmage at the time?
I am going to cast a cantrip of magic stone with a walloping stone this time, right at that thing.
It's a straight roll. Oh no, it's advantage.
It's advantage.
Oh, that's
Oh.
frozen.
Oh no, we lost the
Scam
DM.
crashed rather
that-
than
We
killed.
won!
We won!
We won.
We won!
So roll with advantage. We won. We won.
Slowly.
Wait
Oh, I
for
think
it.
he's back.
There we go.
There we are, Das.
Yeah, he looks back.
So,
I can't see it. I can't see it.
It's not rolled yet.
That's not me being smart. It's just not loaded up yet.
right,
No,
okay,
no, no.
so
You just
Now we have
froze.
You froze.
I uploaded it. You froze on Discord.
Sorry. Oh,
So,
my mistake. I was like, what are you guys talking about? I'm fine.
with advantage, walloping stone, magic stone.
Yes. Roll damage. How do you want to do this?
Yes. 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 So, okay. Well, I feel like I'm just gonna like I've been watching everything going on, right? I just see this.
And several of your friends beginning to panic immediately.
Yeah, and I just kind of turn to everyone, kind of give them a wink, pick up a wall.
Someone sounds like that.
Like coil my arm back, right, as much effort into as I can, and go right at its head.
Okay, you fling it out. You've never seen a stone skip underwater, but it goes out of the bubble and into the back of the skull, and then it just begins like it's almost like it's boring. Like it just begins, the ball begins spinning. Have you ever seen what a high impact bullet will do on the other end?
Oh, no. No,
His
no, no,
face
no, 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 no,
erupts.
no.
Brain
no,
matter is not present. The only thing in its head is meat and teeth. There is no brain.
Joined our parties, what you say?
Can I just presume you're about to rip apart the captain, or one turn of combat happens?
Well,
It's
I mean,
fucking dead.
at least I've killed that thing now.
I'm just gonna say you killed the captain. He wouldn't even be a challenge.
Silence,
I
fodder.
don't think I've got that in me to do it. I don't think I've
No,
got that in me
us
right
as
now.
the group. Us as the group would.
Us as the whole group just goes. Because you have like all of you, then him next.
Yeah.
I said I've got him, guys. I got it. We're safe now.
Yeah, you did so much.
Oh my
I think it should
god.
help. Does the pirate captain drop any items as he dies at my feet?
He has the ghostly flintlock pistol.
There you go.
Cool.
Curl's eyes just goes, oh, weapon, oh.
The part of glory that liked collecting weapons never really. I think it's just me. I don't think it was glory. I think it was me all along.
What's your Final
I mean,
Fantasy inventory
Dan.
like?
Don't talk to me about my Final Fantasy inventory. Don't do that to Kay.
So then, with that happening, we now drop out of initiative. The ghosts have been warded off from their home.
Healing myself for that. That's just.
Cool. What are you healing with?
Just
Yes, you're all good. You're good. I get you.
Bone shackling.
That's +1 to it too.
Yeah, I know.
Cool. Let's drop out of ominous and just leave you on that. You're all standing there, breathing. Posey, you're watching the corpse like a hawk for the slightest flinch. Begins to glow. The corpse shoots up to the heavens and is gone.
I should have brought in the cast. Fuck, okay.
Wow.
I like do this. It doesn't hold it.
It would hold the person.
Yeah.
It would hold
No,
the
I'm not
creature.
expecting it to work.
Make
But
an
she
Arcana check. Make an
Do I
Arcana
have to?
check. Go on. I would say do it just for the shits and giggles.
You know what my int is on this fucking character?
Yes. I
Arcana?
also know you've rolled stupidly well sometimes.
Nope.
I was more going to see if you would roll a 1. You were aware that your brands have the ability to hold someone in place, but something else can still move them.
Yeah. I've just got a full crossbow bolt fully through my hand. And
Yeah,
I'm just
straight up,
looking at it.
just like straight in your hand right now.
Yeah, just holding it like that right now.
Your hand is throbbing in the pain.
I'll just hold it here and wait for people to be done with things.
Flo will be immediately checking if Kiku's alright. And then just panic checking everybody.
I am going to try and go to the inside the ship and see if I can get up to that door I saw when I was in fish mode.
Sure, you can swim over to it if you want to. The doors have been flung open. Inside, you see a withered and worn desk of the captain with a large, wide-backed chair. And next to the captain's desk is a chest. That is sealed shut.
I'm going to try and crack open the chest.
Make an intelligence check. Or make a wisdom check, actually. Make a wisdom check.
Just
Wisdom?
for reference, in case shit goes down, at this point I'm going to be swimming back up to the well.
Cool.
Go and heal Posey, but I don't know how far I'll get there. While this
No, you take your time. Serenus, it might be a bad idea to open the sealed chest underwater.
True. Okay then, so I will... So I see the chest, okay, I noticed that. I'm going to see if I can search for any of the drawers in the desk or
Make
anything
an
like that.
investigation check for the drawers and anything else. See if you can find any like false touches or anything like that. Man, this is a waterlogged. And you're trying to investigate upside down. Your hair's in your face. It constantly keep blowing because of the current. You were just attacked by a giant rock man and ghosts and ghostly power. And did it eat a ghost?
Okay,
It's
so
time.
there's no
It's
logic
crazy,
there.
man.
Is there anything on the desk? Like, is there anything I can notice on top of the desk rather than in looking into it? Is there anything like I really like?
On the top of the desk, you can see that there are destroyed, ink-run, ruined papers, and a single knife that's got seems like this kind of curves into it all the way down, stabbed into the desk. At the end of the knife, like onto the hilt, there's like a small little bit of metal on a band that has a string of blue ribbon tied to it.
I'm going to try and remove that dagger from the thing.
At a moment, you have to like put your legs down to it. You have to yank it up with force, but it was embedded a good inch or two in. But you have marked down that you have ghostly knife or knife from shipwreck.
I would have joined.
Serenus?
I would have. Yeah, Serenus. Sorry, my brain's dead.
You're fine.
I
You've
would've
taken
joined,
medicine. You fought Gregor.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Followed Serenus into the captain's room.
Okay. You do see a giant ass knife. Giant ass chest. You could probably carry the chest.
Are there any?
Yeah, I'll probably grab
yeah.
the chest.
Is there any like on the walls? Are there any like maps or anything like that, or water? Is there anything like? I feel like
Everything that is in here that was parchment previously is ruined. It's been decades.
Okay. I'll point to Wittick and just kind of like point at like one of the dress drawers and just be like attempt to do it a bit like a weak kind of thing, like bit of help with some strength maybe.
Oh, you're trying to like make him yank it and pull the whole thing apart, more or less.
Pretty much, yeah, because I feel like there's probably something there, or maybe something, but I'm weak and I feel like big strong
Well,
man.
you did open the drawers and there was nothing in there. I will say, you just didn't find anything secretive.
You think about it, right? That's why I just get the big strong man to crack it in half, and if something's going to be hidden in there, it's going to come out no matter what.
Yeah, something hidden there could come out. Are you sure you want it to?
I'm just gonna pick up the chest and walk out.
You just like see like a robot doing a double bird. Wittick, by the way, you don't need. You're like the only equivalent I have for Wittick is that he's like a hippo. It's easier for him to walk than it is to swim. He can swim, but literally doing the Terminator with the coffin.
Well,
no, I was gonna say I'm just basically Zelda with the lead boots.
Before I leave,
Before
I leave, I'm just gonna carve into the chair. Just Serenus was here with the ghostly knife.
It's not difficult to do. It's not difficult to do at all. It's waterlogged and ruined wood. It fucking carves like pulled pork.
And I'm just be happy about that, and then I'm just gonna leave.
You're like, vandalization! Yeah! Nature loves me, and I'm gonna walk away.
I was here.
I came, I saw, I carved.
Like 50 sessions later, be like some ghosts gonna appear and go, so which one of you Serenus? And why were you at my ship? And I'm like, about that.
In like 80 years when he's an arc druid and ancient and all goes and like,
where's
yes,
my
the font of our wisdom has that is his name. Yes, he's like, did you carve your thing into an old ship? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's something with a rock.
you guys are all back eventually to the whale.
I'm gonna walk up to Posey.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Runar is coming up onto the whale, I'm just gonna go, Rooney.
You beautiful idiot.
Meanwhile, Law will be hyper attentive brother potentially to Kika, and just like, Bluebird, do you need it? And just standing there, open arm.
Just giving him lots of hugs. She's still not very talkative.
Kika, you did amazing.
Just cuddling.
It's okay.
There's a lot of ha as you guys are doing that. Ha as it's just the bolt's being pulled out because it has to be pulled out. Ha.
Well, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do a thing.
Go on.
But
No,
I'm
go
like,
on.
right, Posey. Count to 3. Okay, come down on 3.
She knows already.
Wait.
Make a deception check.
She
Make an
already
insight check.
knows.
My God.
No, that was me out of character reacting because
Make an insight check.
out of character I've had an operation where they had to do this to me because I was freaking out so much. We're
She
both
isn't
dumb,
gonna
but I'm slightly smart.
Ready?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, count to 3.
1,
I'm pulling 1.
2. Oh, what? Okay.
Is that, just stop it. Come on,
That's what
come
you
here.
were
Come
gonna
here.
I thought it was gonna be on 2.
I thought it was gonna be on 2.
Hey, the
I can't-
motherfucker like
I
that.
cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Just your hand covers over hers, and
Full
the
HP.
warmth radiates through it, and the heat and the thrum from your heartbeat.
I think I liked it better when you didn't do this.
I always did this. I'm sorry.
Well, when we didn't know about it.
I just didn't tell you. I didn't do it like that. Though.
Yeah, could you
That
do
was
it
drastic.
less? Like,
Oh, I didn't know how I would.
straight, not through. Can I debilitate him?
I'll think about it.
Das, is the pressure on... So in the bubble that we're on top of the WoW now, is it like normal pressure? Is it like just kind of like... as if
Oh yeah,
we're-
you're fine. There's no pressure. It's pretty much as if you were just on land normally while
Okay,
you're
I'm
on the
gonna
back
turn
of the
to
whale. in
I'm
that
gonna
way.
turn to Witting and be like, can you put the chest down? It's fine now, but probably should find out what's in it, because if it's something bad, we could just throw it off the whale into the ocean. If it's something
That's
good, it's
good,
great.
Do I notice this, or am I still distracted being supportive?
I mean, you're all like
other?
5 feet from each other. It's kind of hard
Okay.
not to.
Also,
What's
don't.
that?
o-
What's
open-
that?
Yeah, opening that. What is it?
Well,
is there a
I've-
trap?
Well, I found out in the
Is
ship.
it gonna kill us all? What is it?
It
Dude,
seems
dude.
fine.
I've played enough pirates
I
to
can-
know what happens when you open pirate treasure.
Yeah,
No.
have you checked it to make sure it's
Just
not
take a
booby
look.
trap?
Well, I gave it. I
Riddick's just holding it like, bruh. Sorry, Posey, you were saying something?
Actually, I was very confidently going to say something without checking, actually. I was going to say, I
Okay.
think I can get it open.
Well, possibly worth
you
noting
think?
that that is probably property of the Queen.
Well, it's not.
It's
Kika,
salvage,
there is
isn't
no
it?
magic on it. Your detect magic is still up, Kika. No magic on it.
Fighters keepers.
By the rules of finders keepers, losers weepers.
Yeah, and like we literally fought the
I think this
captain
is-
of the ship. I mean,
And
technically, I feel like we
often
it's our
it's
plundering
run
right.
to be-
I think technically it belongs to Wittick because he found it and brought it up to the well.
Well, yeah, hold the phone, right? Well, no, hold the
I mean, we are on my ship now, so this is my
hold the parchment. Okay, hold the parchment. Right. Okay, look. I found the door first when I was being graciously helped by that crab. I kind of like
That crab is
silently
still on the
vibrated.
side of the whale, on the water side of it, going, this was weird.
Oh crap.
Now and then I found and I pull out the knife. This knife first, right? Pretty cool. I try-
Oh,
Magic.
Kika. Yes, it is. There's necrotic energy on it.
Oh, what's wrong? I kind of look at the knife like, is it something wrong with it?
Yes.
See, pirate treasure.
What
You keep
is-
it there.
It feels fine.
It has
Like,
necrotic magic on it. Please put it down.
well, yeah, but it's only if I
It
hit
has
things.
necrotic magic on it. Please put it down.
There. Listen to the bluebird, okay?
Oh, okay, I'll put it back down. I'll put it back on like into my into the side, onto my side, like away kind of thing. Okay, it's alright. Anyway, see, I then saw the chest, okay, and I kind of like stopped for a second and go, chose not to open it, because you know it's correct not to open it underwater. And then Wittick here was with me, brought it back up, and now when the pressure is normal, we can open it up. And I feel like I will graciously share it with the team, but I feel like, you know, if there's anything you just now, I can't want to
A
first
couple of
stake into it. I
Wait
did
a minute, wait a minute,
sacrifice.
wait a minute,
Well,
wait a minute.
well,
I got
Sarah,
an
that's-
idea.
If
Guys,
it's
guys,
yours-
Nemo's tried to talk like 5 times.
Alright, go on.
I've actually not. I've been trying to watch you all, see if any of you were trying to talk. I have not seen his thing blip up, so that's my bad. I just haven't typed it back.
A couple of things. First of all, you are somewhat correct that stuff abandoned at sea is prone to legitimate salvage. However, it is also probably worth noting that an ex-pirate queen, who is now an actual queen of one of the most powerful nations in all of
What are you on
Feyre-
about? Piracy's illegal.
It's not piracy if it's abandoned. But anyway, the point being that having the Queen's favour is probably more valuable than what's in that chest.
I mean, we already technically have her favor.
Yes, but think about this though. Like,
He'd also
they
piss
won't know the chest was still there. I could just
And
return
thirdly-
this dagger and say this is all we found, and realistically, never talk about the chest.
Wait. I got an idea, okay? Because there are ghosts out there, you know, They might still be around or whatever. So trust me on this. I'm gonna try a thing.
I don't trust you. Tell me what you're doing.
Basically checking if anyone else wants to lay claim to the thing.
Oh yeah, go for it. You can do that. Yeah.
So could we take this to the surface?
Wait a minute.
I would think.
Wait a minute.
Like, as this whole thing is
I
going
got lines to say. Come on.
Wait a minute.
And Lo will raise himself up, not cast
That's
Politici on
exactly what I
himself.
mean. I had to make that one thing I saw cast out to go, wait a minute, do.
Just like, I listen to that song so much. I do like the next
Too
one.
hot, too hot, too hot.
Different song,
call-
different song.
I call on any spirits and buccaneers and scallywags here present. Does anyone lay claim to the booty lying here? Yo,
I don't claim to your beauty. You just hear, what?
the silence has it. Carry on.
Yeah,
I was
so
gonna say, while this whole
I
thing's
mean,
going on,
I
I've just
would
been having the wheel go up.
well, even if we do return it, okay, right, we need to know what's in it. For all we
That's
know,
what I
how do we
was
know-
gonna say.
how do we know it hasn't been booby trapped after, and we give it to the queen and it blows up and kills them?
Either way, can we take the surface? And I don't just mean the chest, I mean all of this.
Let's go.
As the whale is already starting to ascend.
Yeah, okay. We'll get back up, and then we'll open it.
Yeah, I do think Serenus's idea of just, if it's bad, just throw it back into the ocean is sound.
Well, then let's open it on the
Alright,
whale before we get to land. We can just push it
Again,
off it.
yeah.
Bad.
Then again, we're taking it to the most badass queen I have ever seen.
Yeah, but we don't know what's in it.
It could literally be anything.
Then again, it's
I
ours,
think
it's
she
just
might
under.
know.
Something Schrodinger's box.
If she knew,
I
why did she
just-
leave it here?
A monster you didn't want to
Also-
touch, a chest
because
you
she-
don't want to open. What
she
else am I gonna throw at
She
you?
doesn't care about the chest.
Like, yeah, they may be very powerful, I understand that. However, this thing's been stuck under this ocean for a very long time and could have been manipulated in some way, shape, or form. And if we bring it back and we open up and we end up, I don't know, doing something that causes the queen to die, I'd rather just open it here, and then if it's bad, we just chuck it that way, and I kind
I
of
think
point out to the depth
I
of the
think-
ocean.
Sorry, you will carry on.
Open it on our ride if at all possible.
Open it.
We can
Let's find out
certainly
what's in
try.
it before we start arguing about it. Just open it first.
Say, can I just like check the actual chest, like investigate it to see if there's anything?
Yeah,
Like,
booby traps or
someone
anything?
else, out of character, I can probably open this thing. Someone else fucking check it for traps because my int is terrible.
Wittick, please make an investigation check on this.
Cool.
Guidance.
Thank you. Thanks. Do I still have inspiration as well?
No, it only lasts for a minute.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
It's worth noting that I could cast identification on the chest.
I mean, we also know it's not magic because Kika.
Yeah.
The
we're looking
knife
for
is
non-magical
magic.
traps.
So a 9.
Looks good.
Seems alright.
Give it a go.
I'm just going to take a
As soon
step
as
back
we reach.
away.
You don't have much of a step to take back unless you want to fall off the edge.
I mean, do you want to
Yeah,
do
I'm
it
a-
down? Do you want to do it down by the tail? Now that we're on the surface.
Sure.
Or
I'll go.
not.
I will walk down to how we're
Ride
posing.
around them.
Posey and Renara are going. Sorry, King, you were saying something.
Maybe not open it on the living creature we tend to ride around on.
It's a big.
We
it's a big
literally have
magic.
no
True,
way.
Wow.
true. True.
Actually,
I mean, if
I-
it's gonna kill him by doing this, you're all fucked.
Yeah,
I know
Just open it.
exactly what I'm going to do. Hold on, I'm going to stop everyone and go, hold the phone, everyone. I'm going to go to the edge of the whale, and I'm going to flip out the boat of folding out. We're going to open it on this.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, we also have a boat.
You flip out the bolt of folding, which you finally
Okay.
decided to remember. If you
Okay,
want to be
so-
very brave, I recommend rope and tying it to two ends. And you suddenly have one thing you can work on while you're on the sea with the whale. On like a picture on the water level.
I'm having Bismarck flashbacks.
Well, I'm gonna fold out the boat. I'm gonna tie one end, and then I'm gonna give the other end to Witcher and go, hold please. Thank you. Right. Okay. And then I'm just
waiting for him to go, Balamagulis.
Right, and then I'm gonna look at Posey and be like, okay. So, right, what we're gonna do is, have a look at the boat. We're gonna put you on that boat. Okay. We're gonna push you out a little bit, and then you can open the chest.
Baroness, just gonna
See
check.
what happens. Yes.
Whittick, are you still moving the ship, the whale?
I mean, once we would have surfaced, I would have basically stopped it there.
You'd have taken a moment for the whale to go, that was great. That's okay. You put your whale in neutral, and they drop off on the boat of floating, with a bit of assistance to get it onto the boat of folding, and Posey, you are alone in the boat of folding.
I'm going with.
I just want to.
Not alone.
Oh,
I just want to say I've like pushed them out at least about like 15 feet away from the whale by the rope. Like the rope has kind of like come out of it, so they're at 15 feet away from the whale at least.
When we're 15 feet away, I'd say to Posey, we could just sail away and leave them.
We could just go.
It's ours now.
My family history of boats is not great. Maybe we shouldn't do
I've
that.
never been on a boat.
You've never been on a boat? I mean, have I ever been on a boat?
You don't know where I'm from, do you?
No.
Okay.
How you guys doing
I
out
don't.
there?
I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
much
just trying to
about
witch it like it's taking
Well,
a really long time to open that. Must be really
She's from a dwarven city.
You're not there.
We're on the boat 15 feet away.
Oh, I thought you were on the whale.
unfortunately-
No, sorry.
No, they're on the boat away from the whale.
It's just above us.
Like,
Look at that.
what's going on?
It's not safe over here.
No, I don't. I don't know much of anything.
Neither do I. So. I don't know much.
Local bimbos.
No.
We love to see
I
them.
don't- I don't even know what out of character. I don't know what check this is. Das. I have thieves tools.
It would be a
It's
thieves'
like
tool
a dex-
check with dex.
Make a thieves tool check. It should be with your dexterity staff for thieves tool.
Okay.
And there'll be a guidance on there.
Yeah. If you are okay, that's +5. Roll a d4.
4.
15. It's waterlogged. It's old, but it was very simple when it was. And you realize, as you're beginning to work in it, you're going to have issue with undoing the lock because it will get clogged because the rusted metal on the inside.
Mhm.
But it's rusted and it's old. And you just like take one of your tools from it, just like a small bit of metal, and you kind of just like press it like where the rim of the lock is, like, you know, that section of it, the kind of will down the bar of itself. You put it up, put your boot on top of it. 1, 2, tink, and the lock drops off.
Me to open it, or do you want to open it? Tell it to me. I'll open it.
I've done it. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, you've opened it. Okay.
Yeah, I've already done it.
I swear if this
Okay,
chest
you
opens
open
up
up the
to
chest.
Brando.
If I open this chest and there's a book in it, I'm gonna lose it.
No, but
If Dio Brando comes out of this, right, I'm a freak.
I'm just looking over the chest to what's open. Like, let's see.
It is full of gems, of gold, and you can see 3 cards wrapped in cloth at the top of it, which have not been damaged by the water.
Sorry, did you say cards?
Cards.
Yeah, he said cards.
I
Interesting.
pick one up.
I have a knife.
I'm
I
just
have
gonna
4 sets of collectible cards. Which one is
I'm
it?
just gonna turn to Wick and just be like, yeah, this is taking a really
Which deck should I pick up?
try and it might be try and reel it in a little bit. I've got a bit quiet, just a little bit, a couple feet in, just so they can hear us a bit better, Wick. Because just try and reel them in a little bit.
We can hear you.
Where the fuck's my DMG gone?
just a little bit. Just a little bit with it.
You
Just
know what
really
you
a little
did,
bit.
girls. You know what
You
you
know what
did.
this is.
I, out of character, know what this is. Do you think
yes.
Posey knows anything?
No.
It also might not be that.
There are
You know,
there are multiple
This could be the
card
most
decks.
elaborate Bayable time.
I
If
swear.
Das asked me to take my tarot cards out, though, I am gonna.
It could be like a deck of illusions.
Yeah.
And you could make an illusionary rhino on
If
board.
this is like the deck of like
If
many
it-
things where it's.
Well, the
fucking
thing is, we
cards.
know who has the deck of many things, or had it.
Aye.
You know who
And
has
A, yeah.
a
A.
deck?
It's A, not D.
Oh, yeah.
And,
So
and,
the
Of
tab.
course, terrible
and
things.
there
They
were
can't just be one of them.
and there were cards missing from that deck.
There were, yeah.
There's only 3
It
cards.
was a
right
head
there.
down deck.
Yes. We could have still ended all of our lives.
They're just there. They're just 3 cards that are there. They're not even in the deck. They're
It's
just.
on the
Oh,
page.
I can
I
see-
can see it.
Yeah, we can see what page is on the DMG. And it's also not the page we want him to be on.
No. What am I doing, Das? I went from being completely fine with the situation to like mortal terror.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Very quickly, it
Like,
went downhill
yeah, I
fast.
monkey paw. I fucking got what I wanted. Do
Yeah,
you remember when we
did.
talked about this?
You straight up did.
I was like, I hate.
Roll 3d20, please.
D20. Oh, are these gonna be
Oh.
which cards they are? And then I decide which one I
Potentially.
have. Do you want me to roll them separately, or just roll 3d20 and then
Just
you can look at
3d20. I'll be able to look at them individually.
Yeah, I'll show the separates.
10, 7, and 6.
Even numbers are good, right?
Yeah.
I don't
I mean-
remember.
Then we've made an awful Russian roulette. Where one of them is bad and 2 of them are good.
I mean, all 3 are good. All 3 are bad.
I might have to re-roll some of these too because we've canonically drawn some already.
This might be a different deck.
You have.
Maybe you just burst into flames.
I
Who
might-
knows?
Serenus, I might just
So you
die
pull out-
instantly.
Yeah, you
You
do.
pull out the card, and you look at it curiously. Just to let you know which one of the set it is, just for yourself. 'cause you could-
No.
It is the 2 of hearts. As you pull it out, you look curiously, and the card
It's playing cards.
disappears away.
Oh, this illusion.
And as it does, ding! Ow! What? A gem falls on top of your head. A massive, beautiful ruby. Ding, 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 ding. The boat around you begins filling. There are now 25 pieces of jewelry. Each one is worth 2,000 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
say those numbers again. Say those numbers
25
again.
gem pieces. 25
Gem.
gems.
Gems.
I will say
Each.
5 are diamond. 5 are diamonds, make a note of that.
5 diamond.
Because I know some people find that important.
Yeah.
And 10 are rubies.
10 rubies.
10
So
rubies, 5 diamonds.
Worth.
Saying this.
Each one, so that's 25 total. Each
Yep.
one of that 25 is worth 2,000 gold pieces. You have 50,000 gold worth of gems around you right now.
Start putting them in the bag holding.
Just instantly. And everyone else, you just see, she pulled a card and go, gems
I mean-
everywhere.
I'll pick up another one, because why wouldn't I?
Yeah,
no,
why wouldn't
wait.
you? Why wouldn't you?
I don't know what it is.
Just know what
Wait,
it
let me
is.
pick it.
No. You're putting them in the bag holding.
You pull out
I hate this, because it's so in
the
character.
King
I can't
of
not.
Hearts. Go to your character sheet.
I'm looking at it.
Oh, I think that might be a decent one.
If
You
it's
gain
increases score.
proficiency in persuasion skills.
Okay. I was not before this.
You double your proficiency, so bear in mind, you now are counted as having expertise with persuasion.
What the
That's
fuck?
That's dope.
not the charisma-based skill that I wanted expertise in, but I'll take it.
But it's the one you've got.
In addition,
Persuasion. Hang on.
Oh, I remember now.
in addition,
Hatters has drawn this card.
you now have ownership of a small keep somewhere in the world
But,
Oh,
But
it's
it
this
is-
one.
but,
filled with monsters.
there's a but.
You now have an idea of where this is how to get there, because it's close to somewhere that you've looked at a map recently. Mark down, you are the rightful owner of Cragmock Castle.
Oh shit!
Are you fucking kidding me?
We know that place!
Yeah!
Can I draw a card too?
Oh no.
Oh no, you're
I mean,
left.
there's only one left, but I'm assuming like processing what I've just mystically learned. You could probably take the last one, because I'm not thinking of it as like drawing a card. They're just 3 of them that are just out there.
I will pick up the third card and flip it over.
And it's
You're
death.
You're gonna get the bad one.
The Ace of Hearts. Krauser.
No.
Reality fabric is now unraveled and spun anew. You are allowed to erase or avoid one event as if it never happened. You may use this magic's card as soon as you draw it or at any other time until you die.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You can change
Oh.
one event.
Oh
Oh no.
no. Oh no.
You've successfully. You haven't cursed Runora. You've cursed Kay in real life.
Oh no.
And with that, we're going to end the session.
You could change anything.
Anything.
Cool, campaign's
Explosion
gonna be
from
over, guys, so we'll see you next week with something else.
Yeah, we just end the campaign.
It's with things from Storm King's Thunder or before. You could change.
Mark down, Kay, you have the
The fates.
fates.
I've never seen Kay go through such a crisis.
Irony. There's so much irony right
It's
there.
because the first thing that came into my head would change SKT. Certain characters in the SKT party maybe
Tell us
wouldn't
this
have.
is something you can discuss over the next week with your DM.
Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, this is something
Session
this is a
over.
serious thing that has to be thought about. There's
Kay.
large ramifications.
Kay, I see you. I
End the
see you.
campaign in one fell swoop.
I'm gonna go take a piss. Good night,
Oh
everyone.
no! Fuck! I'm not doing that. Fuck! I know what I'm doing.
Night, everybody.
Go.
Take care.
Everyone.
Bye.